I'll tell you what, I've been doing this for 12 years, about 12 years, 13 years. I've never been to that place in a rope climb workout. Usually when I touch the rope, I know I'm getting there. I wasn't sure on those last two.
Oh yeah, I kind of came out too hot the first 2 rounds.
We're gonna do running. We're gonna throw in some kettlebell clean and jerks because I do know that Boz is a fan of kettlebells and we haven't seen them at any stage of competition just yet, so the games would be a place to throw those in. I also feel like we might see, which we're doing today, almost a rope climb complex where you kind of start in a seated position, you climb up, you climb down, and without letting your feet touch, climb back up the rope. So kind of like
touch and go ropes.
Touch and go ropes, yeah.
Woo!
So we'll play around with something like that for today.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were you thinking about then? I know you were hearing the Bad Bunny
Oh my God.
little mix.
Yeah, that mix was good. But yeah, at that point, I was like, I couldn't feel my body, so it sucked. Definitely sucked. Echo bike, no one likes echo bike, you know?
But you gotta get it done.
But it has to be done. Gotta be done.
You ready for the next part?
Nope.
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 I don't know, I think it's, what is it? The rope.
Rope climb.
You're doing this one.
Let's go. Let's go, bro. Come on. That was a rough one.
That was. I'll tell you what, I've been doing this for 12 years, about 12 years, 13 years. I've never been to that place in a rope climb workout. Usually when I touch the rope, I know I'm getting there. I wasn't sure on those last two. That shit was terrible.
To add the touch and go element, that's a whole different animal.
Yeah, I mean, it was really just a combination of everything. It was the kettlebell clean and jerks. It kind of pre-fatigued you. Every time you got into that front rack position, it was like doing a bicep curl.
Yeah.
Hitting the 2 touch and go legless, or the touch and go legless plus the rope climb, and then going back out on those kettlebell clean and jerks. I mean, it's only 44 pounds in each hand, but they felt like 70-pound kettlebell. Yeah, 70-pound kettlebells in each hand. Like, that was brutal. I tried to just hang on for all 10 each time, but on the first time through, I would run, I would come in, catch in the front rack, come up overhead, and then right down through the legs, front rack, overhead, and then right down. Hit the rope climbs, and then the second time through, every time I came out, I would stop at my shoulders on the way down. So I'd front rack, come overhead, get into the front rack to take like a quick break, and then swing through and then back up. It just kind of gave me a little bit of a resting piece in that you know, shoulder intense, bicep intensive movement.
Yeah, it's the back end of that workout, because the first, you know, you get the rest, and then the first two, you know, the run and then the clean and jerks, you're able to cycle through them.
Yep.
But then after you get off that rope, it's like, that's when the real workout begins.
That's when the workout begins. As soon as you start working your way back down on the rope, you're like, oh fuck, like, this is real. Even the last run was like just breathing super heavy after going from the rope to the clean and jerks and hitting that last run. So
a workout like that, you know, I did 3 rounds, so I say that's a scaled version. But initially, what would be a scaled version for somebody trying to do that? You know, if they do all 5 rounds.
The run isn't really a thing, right? 200 meters, everybody can do that for the most part. The clean and jerks, I would maybe scale that down in weight. So the RX men's weight was 44 pounds in each hand. So we could scale that back to 35 pounds in each hand. And then for the women, RX was 26. We can bring that down to an 18. Basically, we want to have a weight that you're able to do unbroken. And then with the ropes, you can do like 1 legless, take a break, and then do a rope climb with your legs. Or you could just do 2 rope climbs with the legs, so you're not like getting to that point where you might fail a rope climb, right? So we're still getting the same stimulus, but just slightly watered down. Whew.
Is this Train with CH special?
This is a Train with CH special. You know, just kind of thinking ahead about things that could potentially be in a games type workout. I mean, I definitely think we can see kettlebells. I think we could see some iteration of maybe a touch and go rope climb, whether it's legless or not. I don't know. I mean, I'll tell you what, if that exact version was in a workout, I don't know if many people are going to be able to handle that, especially females on that second rope climb. That's gonna be real hard. If you've listened to some of the podcasts or some of the behind the scenes type stuff with Adrian, he's always saying you know, they want to test things that are kind of in a progressive manner, but then they also want to throw a test in there that maybe you didn't prepare for, and that's really going to expose you. So this could be one of those things that we see.
So you heard it here first. Work on them rope climbs.
Work on those rope climbs, and we get some touch and go in there.
Yeah. He's ready for the rope climb.
That's right. He's reaching up. He's ready.
You look happy. What's going on?
Trying to post bike. That was intense.
Woo.
I have like no legs. He said that was the worst. Arm workout? You did a pump too though, right? I would have died. I would have been on the floor under the rope like this.
It's good that you didn't do the ropes, because I think after the first round you would have probably...
Yeah, going after clean and jerks.
Yeah.
Then into that salt bike. I would have been like this the whole time. I kind of came out too hot the first 2 rounds. Coming after the deadlifts, going straight to the box jump, so I was like, oh my God. My toes were cramping.
But were you keeping like the same amount of time,
Yeah,
like 350, 4?
Yeah, it was like 3:30 and then 4, then 3:30, 4. It was like weird. I was like bouncing back and forth.
That's good. At least, you know, you were able to sustain the same amount of time and know if you went 4, you could still push it a little more to get back to 3:30.
Yeah, like 4 was like my slowest, but it was good, you know? And with some work in city, everything was just...
You were just flowing.
You just flowed it.
That's
you didn't even know that you're working out.
So we ended off the day with some conditioning.
Yeah, some aerobic interval work. Did 8 rounds, you go, I go. Calories on the Echo bike, and then burpees to a target, just to kind of get some sprint work in there on the Echo bike. They seemed to love that bike last year. They threw it in 2 workouts at the games.
Yeah. And they had it at the semis for that long ass workout.
Yeah, semis for that long one. So I mean, I know we're gonna see it. It's just, in what capacity will we see it?
Yeah.
I mean, we went long on that bike, so I think the next time we see it, we're gonna be in that hellish zone of like, it's like that 20 to 30 range, just like go ham. They had a new piece of equipment last year. Hang on. Woo. They had that new sled that they introduced last year with the kettlebells. Kind of like a sled that has like just basically put what you want in it, whether it's sandbags, kettlebells, plates. So they introduced that last year.
Granite Games, right?
No, that was at the games.
Oh yeah.
I forget. Like on the team side, oh, they had the dual rower thing. They had that. I forget what else, but I'm sure they're gonna come up with some sort of equipment that's new that no one could have practiced with ever before. That's the fun part about training for the CrossFit Games, is just all of the guesswork and, you know, trying to figure out what the method behind the madness is.
Yeah.
You know, when Dave Castro was doing it, not that it was predictable, but he's been doing it for so long, so you kind of saw what the progression was year to year. Now that you have somebody new, it's trying to get a feel for where their mind goes when they think of, you know, programming a test for the fittest on earth. So definitely a fun challenge to try to figure out. Show up and show out.
That's it. So how long you usually stay in the cold plunge for?
Usually 2 to 3 minutes. I like to do it post-workout. You know, I'm training right now for the purposes of performance, not necessarily hypertrophy and trying to have these extreme muscle gains and things like that. So if you were somebody that was looking to utilize the cold plunge or cold exposure, you definitely don't want to do it right after you have hit your session. You kind of want to space them out. Unless you were doing it right before your weight training session. But if you're somebody that's looking for the gains, I believe studies are like you want 4 to 5 hours after you've finished training to reap the benefits of the cold exposure. So again, I'm doing it for more recovery aspects. You know, the amount of volume that we're starting to pick up in training. The number one goal right now is to stay healthy, stay feeling good, and this is one of the things that since last June, I believe we got this here at the gym. I've been doing it pretty much every day, every time I'm in the gym, post-session, and it's made a huge difference in how I've felt and how I've been able to recover. have an ice.
2 to 3 minutes.
2 to 3 minutes. You know, studies show that you need 11 minutes of cold exposure, but I try to do 2 to 3 minutes a day. Just, I feel really good at about that 1 minute and 30-second mark, and then, you know, anything after that, I feel like it's just a bonus. I'm doing it 5 to 7 times a week anyway, so I'm definitely accumulating that 11 minutes per week. I've got one at home as well, so the times that I can't do it here, I'll do it at home.
Yeah.
It's with the ice barrel, not quite as cold, just because ice is expensive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, we get it for free during the winter, but now we're in summer, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of the ice barrel in the winter, keeping it outdoors, like, you know, middle of December, middle of January, hop outside, use your elbow, kind of break open that ice at the top, and then just dunk right in. So, but yeah, we're feeling good. Good first week so far. Just looking forward to building upon this for the next 7-8 weeks or so, and
get the full team.
Get the full team.